X Limited is a taxi operator. Each taxi costs to company rupees 4 lakh and has a useful life of 3 years. The taxi's operating cost for each of 3 years and salvage value at the end of year is as follows. Year 1 operating cost is 1 lakh 80 and resale value is 2 lakh 80. Year 2 operating cost is 2 lakh 10,000, resale value is 2 lakh 30. Year 3 operating cost 2 lakh 38,000, resale value is 1 lakh 68. You are required to determine the optimal replacement period of taxi if cost of capital is 10%. So here what basically you have to find is what is the optimal replacement period, when they should replace the taxi, whether they should replace at the end of year 1 or year 2 or year 3. And we have the information related to cash outflows from investment point of view, which is 4 lakh, and the annual operating cost. Okay, so with this information we have to find. So let's do the evaluation of project 1. Okay, so let me put it, evaluation of project 1, that is the disposal is going to happen at the end of year 1. So let me capture the period year, then cash flows, then I should have discount factor at 10% and then the PV of cash flows, right? So year 0, I have a cash flow which is cash outflow. How much? It is 4 lakhs. Year 0 it is 4 lakhs, and in year 1 there is a cash outflow. How much is that? 1 lakh 80,000. So minus 1 lakh 80,000. Then at the end of year 1 it can be sold for 2 lakh 80,000. So we'll have it here at the end of year 1 it can be sold for 2 lakh 80. There is an inflow, so I'll carry that with a positive sign. Then discount factor at 10% for year 0 is going to be 1. For year 1 it is nothing but 1 divided by 1.1 to the power 10%, sorry, to the power the period, which is 1. Okay, so we'll get 0.909. Let me keep it at 3 decimals. And again it is year 1 only, so I'll just copy paste. So now let me multiply this cash flow into discount factor, year 0, year 1, and again year 1. If I total all this, that is 3, I get the total present value. Okay, so I should say it is the present value of net cost. Present value of net cost in project 1 is 3,09,091. Since it's an outflow, it is with a negative sign, so we are calling it as cost. Then let us do the evaluation of project 2. Let me copy paste evaluation of project 2. So I'll change it. Yeah, it is project 2. And we need all the information here: cash flow, discount factor, and PV. Here it is going to be same 0, 1, but here we are not going to dispose the asset at the end of say year 1, rather we are going to dispose it at the end of year 2. So that's why I'm calling it as project 2. The disposal resale is going to happen at the end of year 2. Okay, so year 2 you will have some operating costs and you will be disposing. So let's capture the cash flows. The investment is 4 lakh, no change in that. Year 1 investment is 1 lakh 80,000, no change in that. Year 2, what is the investment or investment in operating cost is 2 lakh 10,000. Okay, so minus 2 lakh 10,000, and at the end of year 2 this can be sold for 2 lakh 30,000. So inflow is 2 lakh 30,000. Then we need the discount factors, that is 1 divided by 1.1 to the power the time period. So for year 0 it's going to be 1, year 1 it will be 0.909. We'll keep it at 3 decimals. Year 2 is 0.826 and the same got to be repeated. Then we'll multiply them. 4 lakh into 1, we get 4 lakh outflow. Then year 1 it's going to be 1 lakh 63,636. Year 2 1 lakh 73,554, and again year 2 1 lakh 90,083, and it's an inflow. And if I total this, let's see what I get. It is 5 lakh 47,107. This is PV of net cost. Okay, this is going to be PV of net cost for my project 2. That is where disposal is going to happen at the end of year 2. Next we'll have evaluation of project 3, where we will dispose at the end of year 3. Okay, so disposal will happen at the end of year 3. Let me capture this. Year cash flow, discount factor, and PV. So it's going to be 0. The period is 1, 2. The disposal is going to happen at the end of year 3. So I have to incur operating cost in year 3. Then I'll get the salvage value at the end of year 3. Cash flows, year 1 or year 0, it's going to be investment of 4 lakh. Year 1, already we have calculated. I'm just picking up from here. Year 1, it's an outflow of 1 lakh 80. Year 2, it's an outflow of 2 lakh 10. And year 3, let's take from the question, it is 2 lakh 38,000. Okay, so it is minus 2 lakh 38,000. Then comes the salvage value in year 3, which is how much? 1 lakh 68,000. So here we have 1 lakh 68,000. Okay, then we'll take the discount factors, that is 1 divided by 1.1 to the power the time period. So we have to keep this at 3 decimals. Let me keep it. Okay, we'll do that for all the other years. So we get these numbers. We'll multiply them. Okay, so we get the PV. We'll do that for all the years. Now let's sum them. Let's sum them. If we sum this, we get the PV of net cost. So this is your project 3. So we have a PV of net cost in scenario 3 or the project 3. So now we have to take a decision in which project investment should happen, or our objective is when the replacement should happen. I mean, if you're going to take project 1, replacement should happen at the end of year 1. If it is project 2, replacement is at the end of year 2, and project 3, replacement is at the end of year 3. And here, if you notice, all this project, they have not given you the cash inflows. We are generally talking about the cash outflows and the salvage value. So how the decision have to be taken? What we have to do is we have to compare the present value of net cost in all the 3 projects. Let's do that. Okay, so let me capture all the projects. So if it is project 1, we'll be disposing of at the end of year 1. If it is project 2, we'll dispose at the end of year 2. If it is project 3, we'll dispose at the end of year 3. So let us write what is the PV of total cost. What is the present value of total cost? If it is project 1, the present value of total cost is 3,09,000. Okay. If it is project 2, the present value of total cost is 5,47,000. And if it is project 3, it is 7,89,000. Okay. So this is the present value of total cost. Now, by looking at this, what you can understand is in project 1, the present value of cash outflows is lesser. In project 2, it is higher. In project 3, it is even higher. So you cannot conclude by saying that project 1, where the disposal happens at the end of year 1, should be selected because it involves lower outflow. You cannot say that because project 1 and 2 per se are not comparable, and project 2 and 3 are per se not comparable, and so is the case for 1 and 3. Why? Because the life of these projects are different. So you cannot take a decision here just by looking at the present value of total cost. What you have to find is what is the equivalent annual cost. So we'll call this computation as computation of equivalent annual cost. Okay, so I'll have particulars here. We should call it as computation of equivalent annual cost. So how do we find the equivalent annual cost? Find out the present value of total cost, which we have here. That should be divided by present value annuity factor. So this got to be divided by present value annuity factor. So if you take for year 1, the present value annuity factor is nothing but the discount factor what you have for year 1, which is 0.909. For year 2, the present value annuity factor is nothing but sum of discount factors for 2 years. Okay, so here you have that is 0.909 plus 0.826. I'm totaling them and I'll get 1.736. And for year 3, it is sum of, that is total of these 3 present value interest factors. Okay, so I'm getting 2.487. So now let us calculate what is equivalent annual cost. Okay, this equivalent annual cost is nothing but A divided by B. So here it's going to be 3,09,091 divided by 0.909, which is 3,40,000. And here it is 3,15,238. And in the third case, it is 3,17,583. So now by looking at this, you will understand that if you are going to sell the asset at the end of year one, that is, if you're going to sell the car, the taxi at the end of year one, it means every year you have to spend 3,40,000. So that's the inference. It is as good as spending 3,40,000 present value terms in present value terms every year. Okay, but if you're going to sell it at the end of year two, then it is as good as spending 3,15,238 every year. And if you're going to sell it at the end of third year, then it is as good as spending 3,17,583 every year. So now we have to select the best and keeping our objective of reducing the cost, because we are going by equivalent annual cost method. So now we have to take a decision which year replacement should happen. Is it 1, 2, 3? Now we can go by the method or go by the year where our present value of cost per annum or equivalent annual cost is going to be lesser, and that happens only in second year. Okay, so we can say that going by equivalent annual cost method, okay, the company should replace taxi every 2 years. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. If you wish to learn more on this topic, do check our comprehensive online course. I have given the link in the description below. If you like this video lecture, do not forget to click on that like, share and subscribe button with bell icon.